overcoming tiers.
That's true.
That, you know, it's a factor, but it's a factor you can overcome.
Yeah, and this is one of the more balanced games that we're playing right now, so it's not horrible. So anyway, Rose, FilipinoMan, Ken, Kichijoiken, and we'll see how well they both know the matchup. You can already see FilipinoMan spacing out. He knows the matchup all right. He is sticking out that crouch medium kick from far, just in case Ken comes in. He plays preemptively really well.
Okay, slide on that fireball. FilipinoMan, for example, he is a player who is using Rose. Rose not a very strong character in the game, right? There was a team tournament where he went up against Mark Teddy. He went up against Online Tony, who uses Seth, who's like a super strong character. And he went up against Snake Eyes, who has a great Zangief. All characters considered probably better than Rose. And FilipinoMan beat all three of them.
I think she's better than Geef.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, here we go. He's going to be able to get an air throw off of this. Yep.
You see, he was just waiting for it. He's been in that situation so many times against Ken players. And I love when he dash to the other side of the screen to get back to the position that he needs to be in. His character is so much about fundamental positional play. Kichijoiken trying to make his way in, though. Ken is not really a mid-range character. He has a couple buttons that can be used there, but they're better used to help him get in. He hasn't really been in that situation too many times yet. And it's mostly just because of this excellent spacing by FilipinoMan. It's tough for Kichijoiken to get around. Oh, okay, this is a chance now for him. He goes for the Dragon Punch follow-up and just a grab afterward. Tries to chip. It's safe anyway.
But now here comes the orbs. Not much Ken's going to be able to do. I don't know if that's a block string sequence.
No, well, I guess I don't know either. But even if it wasn't, if there had been a Dragon Punch there, he still would have gotten hit by the orb.
Yeah.
So whatever. Oh, Kim1234 is hanging out with this dude.
Oh, yeah, Kim1234, American player, one of the top CVS2 players in the United States, part of the NorCal crew, part of the SoCal crew as well. He he's been in Japan for a while now, been living out there. So he's become great friends with a lot of Japanese players out there. And is one of our main contacts and ambassadors in Japan.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, gets the focus. Now we'll see what he can turn this into. He's got to make the mix-ups happen right now. Okay.
I like that. Chasing down the backdash with that.
And just like that, he's put back at this range. Oh, nice. He gets the sweep in there. FilipinoMan gets back to the ranges he needs to so well, but now he's got to make this happen offensively. It can't just be a defensive game. Yep. He's not going to win like that.
Tried to get through.
He tried to get in a little bit too hard there. Good defense by Japanese Ken player.
Yeah, I mean, Rose is a character who doesn't have a lot of powers, but you know what? She has a great backdash. She has one of the furthest throw ranges. And,
That's not a safe block string. Crouching strong into the shawl charge is not safe in between the two hits. It's just risky to do a Dragon Punch in between. But every once in a while, as the Ken player, you got to do that to convince her to not control space as well.
Right.
Chooses to just jump over it. He's almost cornered FilipinoMan now. And now it's tough for her to react with reflex. Oh, really?
Okay, and throws into the corner. Good stuff. Oh, but jumps into the corner, but was setting up a counter and got the crouch pierce. Not much damage, though. Oh, and again, not a true block string on Ken's side either.
Yeah, exactly.
So he was able to focus through that.
Oh, he could have turned that into something big, and he didn't get it. That might end up costing him. Let's see what FilipinoMan gets here. Is he going to go for the cross-up mix-ups? Oh, I don't think that's going to work.
Just wants to get away.
It's not going to work. Oh, that didn't need to happen. He could have just waited, but he didn't.
Oh, and
ends up getting it.
Wow.
But wow, that was crazy at the end. Look at FilipinoMan's face. He knows he's happy to escape.
I mean, FilipinoMan plays against NGL Chris all the time, who's a strong Ken player. But maybe he's never had that situation happen, you know?
I don't know. He definitely went in a little bit too early there. This gives Kichijoiken a chance that he didn't really have before. You see how more offensively FilipinoMan is playing. When he won the first game, it was by playing very spacing heavy defensively. So I don't know about this change of play here. It's not working out right now.
Yeah, Kichijoiken very close to tying it up 1-1.
And stun is still an issue. Oh, no, okay. So FilipinoMan gets away. He's now got all that space to work with, which means that his character is effectively stronger.
Yep.
The more space she has to walk back and play, she's better, but doesn't end up mattering. 1-1.
And yeah, there it is. There's there's Chris right there, and he's giving him some Ken advice.
Oh, but it looks like Kim is giving his friend a little bit of advice too. So we'll see whether this pays off here. A little bit of a conversation there with Chris. You can see Marcus, who we saw win earlier on stream as well.
Is this winners finals of their pool? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah, I got to imagine because, again, very strong players on both sides.
I think FilipinoMan qualified out of his pool last year, even though he had a really strong pool, if I recall correctly.
Oh, my gosh. Is FilipinoMan really doing what I think he's doing?
I can't believe he'd move away from Rose. That would make me so sad. I've only ever seen him play Rose in tournament. I knew he has a couple backups, but I've never seen him do it.
Good. Yeah.
Well, not that Cammy's potentially a bad pick. It's just kind of weird that I haven't seen him play another character before. So even if it's a not quite as good a matchup for your character, if you know everything about your character, you can make it work a little bit better than if you just have a better matchup for yourself without knowing all the ins and outs.
Yeah, you can pick, Cammy, obviously a better character than Rose, right? But there are characters that just fit you like a glove. They just work with your personality, with your mindset.
Yeah.
So even if you pick a character who's better than your character, it's sometimes you will do worse with that character just because they do not work for you as well. And that is the reason why you don't always want to just pick the best character in the game because they might not suit your style.
So I like FilipinoMan going back to this more patient, distance-heavy game because that's what won him the first one.
You're going to get through there? Yep, he is. I mean, he basically activated that Ultra and got a free read during that, the freeze animation.
Right, yeah, you can see what's happening during that time.
Yeah, so he saw that Ken was just starting to throw a fireball, so he knew he had a time to jump over and punish it properly.
Oh, nice anti-air. Stand fierce. That's when you know your character, when you bring out buttons like that. That's not a normal thing.
Oh, nice reflect.
Good. That's a great EX fireball right there.
Good stuff.
You could see that Kichijoiken was starting to really go to that mid-range game and see whether he could just chip FilipinoMan into making a bad decision, but FilipinoMan had EX, burned right through the fireball. All right, here comes Ken. Gets the sweep afterward. He can still make this happen and just misses the sweep.
Yeah. I mean, that's a tough combo. Usually you see people like, for example, you see Momochi always go into short uppercut on the cross-up hurricane instead. Interesting that he went for the sweep. Oh, and he gets a couple.
Let's get afterward. Oh, stays in front, I think. Yeah. And now he's in front again.
Oh, good throw tech.
Wow, that was a gutsy dash.
What's the mix-up? Oh, but then the uppercut.
It's one of these setups where it looks like it's a cross-up, and it looks like your opponent's going to land behind you, but he was going to stay in front. Hey, Kichijoiken was just mashing out Dragon Punch, and it worked out. So now we go down to the final round.
Unfortunately, jump light attacks cause so much less hit stun that it's harder to combo off of. Kichijo knew that. That's why he was mashing the uppercut. Oh, here we go. Big damage for Kichijo. Oh,
that's not throwable.
The close stand forward to avoid the throw. So smart.
And you see him get to the other side of the corner there first. Oh, EX burns right through. Can he keep it up? And FilipinoMan gets away, which is great for him. Unfortunate, though, for Kichijo. He's got to make his way in. He has some life to do it with. Yeah, and he's using the shawl to absorb the fireball sometimes because it gives him more super meter. He really wants that super meter so that he has access to at least EX moves or an FADC, which is so important and great. Oh, man, Dragon Punch FADC now. Ultra 1 because he went to it, and I didn't even notice it. And it was counter hit, and that is going to be it. And FilipinoMan cannot wait to jump off that stage. He has been sent to loser's bracket. Kichijoiken qualifies in winner's side with Dragon Punch FADC Ultra. I wonder if even FilipinoMan had noticed that, because if